For over a decade, we've been invited into the lives of the Roloff family. We've witnessed their triumphs, their heartbreaks, their weddings, and their feuds. We feel like we know them. But what if the story we're being shown on TLC is only a fraction of the truth? What if, behind the carefully edited scenes of pumpkin season and family gatherings, a secret is being kept? A secret so devastating it has the power to bring the entire little people, big world empire crumbling to the ground. The secret doesn't revolve around Matt or Zach's ongoing farm feud. It's not about Amy's new life or Corinne's influence. It's centered on the man who seemingly came out of nowhere to capture Amy Roloff's heart, Chris Marek. For months, eagle-eyed fans have been flooding comment sections, all asking the same question. What is happening to Chris? Fan comment 1. Is it just me or has Chris lost a ton of weight? He looks so thin lately. I hope he's okay. Fan comment 2. Watching the new season and Chris looks like a different person. Sending prayers. Fan comment 3. There's something they're not telling us. The weight loss is too rapid to be just a diet. Fan comment 4. Amy seems more stressed than usual. I think it's about Chris's health. The speculation has been rampant. But tonight, we move beyond speculation. LPBW Update has been digging deeper, connecting with sources close to the production, and what we've uncovered is a shocking narrative of a secret health crisis, a family in turmoil, and a desperate, high-stakes cover-up orchestrated to protect their multi-million-dollar television contract. The story you are about to hear is a puzzle, and we're going to give you every single piece. This is the story of Chris Marek's shocking health diagnosis kept secret from viewers for months. The evidence is undeniable. The man on the right is a shadow of the man on the left. And the reason why has been Roloff's best kept secret. Before we unpack the timeline, the insider reports, and the contractual obligations that are forcing this family into silence, we have to ask for your support. We are a small channel dedicated to bringing you the truth that happens when the TLC cameras stop rolling. If you believe in what we do and you want to follow this investigation with us, please take a moment right now to press that powerful like button and, most importantly, subscribe to LPBW Update and ring that notification bell. You will not want to miss the updates that follow this report. The story is just beginning. The first whisper, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Our investigation begins where every fan's suspicion started, social media. It wasn't a single event, but a slow, creeping change. Let's go back to the summer of 2023. Here we see Chris and Amy enjoying their newlywed life. Trips on the motorcycle, charity events, cooking videos in their kitchen. Chris is vibrant, healthy. He's the rock-steady partner Amy always needed. The official narrative we were being sold was one of marital bliss. But then pumpkin season arrived, and with it, the first red flags. Look closely at this picture, posted on Amy's Instagram in October. It's a busy day at the farm. Everyone is smiling for the camera. But look at Chris. He's wearing a heavy jacket, but you can see it in his face. The cheeks are more hollow. The smile doesn't quite reach his eyes. At the time, most of us probably scrolled right past it. But in hindsight, this was the beginning. Now, fast forward to the holidays. Here in a photo from Amy's Christmas celebration, the change is more pronounced. The festive sweater he's wearing seems a size too big. The weight loss is no longer subtle. This is when the first wave of concerned comments began to appear. Fans, in their caring way, started asking if Chris was on a new health kick, a diet, perhaps. It was an innocent concern. Amy and Chris, for their part, remained silent. Not a single comment was addressed. Not a single question answered. This, right here, is clue number 1, the wall of silence. In the world of reality TV, where every aspect of your life is monetized and discussed, silence is an answer in itself. It's a deliberate choice. The family strategy seemed to be, Ignore it and it will go away. But it didn't. As the new season of Little People, Big World began to air in early 2024, the Chris on our television screens was a stark contrast to the man we'd seen just a year prior. On television, the change was undeniable. The sharp camera work and high-definition footage made it impossible to hide. The show, however, never once addressed it. Viewers were left to reconcile the visual evidence of his dramatic weight loss with a storyline that pretended nothing was out of the ordinary. This is clue number 2, the on-screen omission. TLC's editors and producers made a conscious decision not to write this physical transformation into the show. The question is, why? This is where our report takes a sharp turn from public observation to exclusive, unconfirmed insider information. To protect our channel's credibility, we must be clear. These are reports from sources who wish to remain anonymous for fear of professional repercussions. They paint a picture that is far more alarming than any fan theory. The official, unspoken narrative, if you were to ask the Roloffs, would likely be a simple one. Chris decided to get healthy, he's eating better and exercising. And to be fair, that's a plausible explanation. At his age, taking control of one's health is a responsible choice. But according to our sources, this is a carefully crafted cover story. LPBW Update has been in contact with an individual with knowledge of the show's production. This source alleges that Chris Marek was diagnosed with a serious chronic medical condition in the latter half of 2023. We will not speculate on the exact name of the diagnosis, out of respect for the family's privacy and the unconfirmed nature of this report. However, our source described it as a chronic gastrointestinal or autoimmune disorder, a condition that severely affects the body's ability to absorb nutrients and can lead to rapid, unintentional weight loss, fatigue, and require a highly restrictive, lifelong diet. Think about that for a moment. A condition that, while potentially manageable, is life-altering. It's not a simple choice to get healthy, it's a medical battle. A battle that, according to our source, Chris and Amy decided to fight in secret. Why? The answer is as simple as it is cynical. The TLC contract, the $1 million motive. The TLC contract, conspiracy. To understand the magnitude of this cover-up, you need to understand the brutal business of reality television. A show like Little People, Big World isn't just a family's home video album. It's a massive commercial enterprise for TLC and, by extension, the Roloff family. It is their primary source of income. Reality TV contracts are notoriously complex, but they often contain clauses related to the cast's health and insurability. The production company needs to ensure its talent to protect its investment. If a key cast member, and as Amy Roloff's husband, Chris is absolutely a key cast member, is diagnosed with a serious long-term health condition, it can raise red flags for insurance underwriters. Our source alleges that the family was terrified of this. A new, serious diagnosis could lead to one of 3 disastrous outcomes: skyrocketing insurance premiums. The cost to insure Chris could become so high that the production company deems it financially unviable. Contractual voids. The diagnosis could potentially be seen as a material change in circumstances, giving the network an out clause to renegotiate or even terminate the show's contract. The unreliable narrator. Problem. Networks want predictable storylines. A serious health battle is dramatic, yes, but it's also unpredictable. It can lead to canceled filming days, hospital stays, and a narrative that the network can't control. In the wake of the already volatile drama between Matt and Zach, the last thing TLC or the Roloffs wanted was another element of instability. The family is already fractured. The show's central conflict, the fate of the farm, has pushed them to their limits. Our source claims the family, led by Amy and Matt, in a rare moment of silent agreement, decided that another crisis would be the final nail in the coffin for LPBW. Chris's health had to be concealed, not just from the public, but from the network executives themselves, for as long as possible. The weight loss would be explained away as a lifestyle choice, and Chris would be coached to appear as healthy and energetic as possible whenever the cameras were rolling. He was, in effect, being asked to act the part of a healthy man while privately dealing with a life-changing diagnosis. This isn't just about privacy. This is about financial survival. This is the motive. It's a desperate gamble to keep the paychecks coming and the Roloff legacy on the air. The evidence locker, deconstructing the cover-up. Once you know the motive, you start to see the evidence of the cover-up everywhere. Let's re-examine everything through this new lens. Look at Amy's social media feed since late 2023. It's a masterclass in deflection. On the surface, it's all sunshine and roses. Having a great day with my man. Love our quiet evenings together. So much to be thankful for. But is this genuine happiness or is it a performance? Notice the frequency of posts featuring Chris. It's almost as if she's overcompensating, trying to project an image of everything is fine so loudly that it drowns out the whispers. The more fans asked about Chris's health, the more happy, normal photos Amy seemed to post. It's a classic PR tactic. Control the narrative by flooding the zone with counter information. Our insider source claims that Amy is under immense stress. She is trying to be a supportive wife to a man who is secretly struggling while also being the public face of their perfect life. Every smile for the camera, every cheerful post is part of the act. Look at the tension in her smile. Look at the strain around her eyes. Is this the look of a woman enjoying a carefree life or the look of a woman holding a devastating secret? Now let's analyze Chris's role in the most recent season. Think back to when he first joined the show. Early Chris was a man of action. He was constantly involved in physical projects around the farm. He was presented as a capable, energetic, hands-on partner for Amy. Now, watch these clips from the latest season. See the difference? His role has subtly shifted. He is now more of a conversational partner for Amy. He is present, but he is less active. The show's editors can easily create a storyline where Chris is still a central figure without ever showing him doing anything that might betray a lack of energy or physical stamina. Is this a coincidence? Or is it a calculated production choice to accommodate a man who may not have the physical reserves he once did? It's a way to keep him on screen, fulfilling his contractual obligations without exposing the truth of his physical condition. It's subtle, it's clever, and if you're not looking for it, you'd never notice. This is perhaps the most fascinating piece of the puzzle. Our source told us the alleged diagnosis was gastrointestinal, requiring a highly restrictive diet. Now, watch Amy's cooking segments with this in mind. Amy loves to cook. Her brand is built around hearty, traditional comfort food. But in recent videos, fans have noticed a change. It's a recurring question. We see Amy making rich, delicious meals, but we rarely see Chris eating them. When they are shown eating together, pay close attention to Chris's plate. It's often small portions or consists mainly of simple, plain foods like grilled chicken and vegetables. Our theory: Amy is continuing to produce the comfort food content her brand requires, while behind the scenes, their entire culinary life has been upended. She is cooking 2 separate meals every night, one for her brand and one for her husband's strict medical diet. This single detail, the food on their plates, could be the most damning evidence of all. It's hiding in plain sight. The twist: is Chris a prisoner of the show? The narrative so far has painted a picture of a family united in a conspiracy to save their show, but our insider source revealed one final heartbreaking twist. What if not everyone is on board with the plan? The source alleges that Chris Marek himself has struggled with the secrecy. He is a straightforward, no-nonsense man. We've seen it in his personality on the show. He is not an actor. The pressure of maintaining this facade, of pretending to be perfectly healthy for the cameras, has taken a significant emotional toll on him. According to the report, Chris has expressed a desire to be honest with the public. He believes that sharing his journey could potentially help others who are dealing with similar invisible illnesses. He sees an opportunity to turn his personal struggle into a source of inspiration. But the source claims he was met with resistance, not out of malice, but out of fear. The family, particularly Amy, is terrified that going public would trigger the exact contractual and financial catastrophe they are trying to avoid. She is caught in an impossible position: honor her husband's wish to be authentic, or protect the financial security that the show provides for their future. This adds a layer of profound tragedy to the situation. Is Chris Marek a willing participant in this cover-up, or is he a prisoner of it? A man trapped by the golden handcuffs of reality television, forced to sacrifice his own truth for the sake of the family business. It reframes every interaction we see on screen. When Chris seems quiet or reserved, is it his natural personality, or is it the exhaustion of a man fighting a secret battle and being forced to lie about it? When he and Amy have a minor disagreement on the show, is it just about what color to paint a room, or is it the symptom of a much deeper, unspoken conflict about their entire future? This secret is not just a lie to the public. It may be a source of intense friction within their own marriage. The inevitable end game. What happens next? A secret of this magnitude cannot be kept forever. Eventually, the truth will come out. The question is, how? There are a few possibilities. The unofficial leak. A disgruntled crew member, a friend, or even a distant family member could leak the truth to the press, taking the narrative out of the Roloff's control entirely. This is likely their worst-case scenario. The on-screen reveal. The family could decide to get ahead of the story and incorporate Chris's health journey into a future season of the show. This is the smartest PR move, but it requires them to admit they've been hiding it. They could frame it as, "We wanted to wait until Chris was ready to share his story." It would be a dramatic, ratings-grabbing storyline, but it would come with the risk of the network asking why they weren't informed sooner. The slow fade. The show could simply end if Chris's health deteriorates, or if the pressure of the secret becomes too much. The family might collectively decide to walk away from the spotlight, ending the Little People, Big World saga for good. The show would end, and they would never have to officially confirm or deny the speculation. Regardless of which path is taken, one thing is certain: the family is on a ticking clock. The physical changes in Chris are becoming too obvious to ignore, and the questions from fans are only getting louder. The wall of silence is beginning to crack. We have presented you with the fan speculation, the visual evidence, the insider reports, and the powerful financial motive. We've shown you how the family has allegedly constructed a careful narrative of denial, from Amy's forced positivity to the subtle changes in Chris's on-screen role. Now, we turn it over to you, the jury. Do you believe this is a coordinated cover-up to protect a television empire? Is Chris Marek the victim of a life-changing diagnosis, forced into silence by the pressures of fame and fortune? Or is this all a massive misunderstanding? Is it simply a case of a man deciding to lose weight and an online community creating a conspiracy out of thin air? Look at the evidence again. Rapid weight loss. The family's complete silence on the matter. The financial incentive to hide any potential problem. The insider reports of a secret diagnosis. All the pieces seem to fit. We urge you to go back and watch the recent season. Watch with this new perspective. Watch Amy's eyes when she looks at Chris. Watch Chris's body language. listen to what is not being said. The truth, we believe, is hidden in those silences. The story is far from over. We want to know what you think. Head down to the comment section right now and tell us your theory. Do you believe the insider report? Have you noticed other clues that we missed? Let's continue this investigation together. And please, if you've made it this far, it means you care about the real story. Make sure you are subscribed to LPBW Update and have notifications turned on. We will be monitoring this situation daily, and the moment a new piece of information comes to light, you will be the first to know. The pressure is building, and the truth has a way of coming out, and we'll be right here when it does.